What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to you with a middle of the day video. We're gonna talk about Kelly Oubre Jr. I know a lot of people don't really care about him. Some people know about him. The hardcore basketball people know what he brings to the table, knows what he does. I had a chance to see him in summer league, and the guy was he averaged 20 points, but he took a lot of shots to get it. He's very streaky. I'm talking about in the beginning, not now, but he's very streaky. He's a high volume shooter. Not really a knockdown 3-point shooter at that time. Still had some work on the corner three. Wasn't really strong enough at the small forward shooting guard position to use his body, to use his strength to knock off and take contact from defenders. And also, it was hard for him to score other than shooting spot up shots because of his lack of strength. And he's not really a super crazy athletic guy. But him being on a rookie contract is one of the biggest reasons why the Wizards kept him. Not only that, they drafted him kind of mid of the draft, and he was 15th by Atlanta, and they got him. And he showed potentials to be a spot-up 3-point shooter, a guy that can play the 3, the 2, or the 4, and be able to stretch out that floor and give you some versatility, whether it was length and size. Because he is 6'7", he is very long and lanky, and he can knock down the 3-point shot now. So the question is, now that they paid Otto Porter $106 million, they re-upped John Wall for another 5 years. Bradley Beal already got paid already in his contract. He's getting paid like an all-star, which he should have been, but he's not. And he should be there this year because they off to a good start. And if he is, you have 2 all-star players already. Otto Porter is a guy, he had 29 and almost 10 rebounds last game. And he makes an impact with versatility. He can play the 4, he can rebound, he can shoot the corner 3, especially that's good when you got players like John Wall and Bradley Beal that's dual, dynamic players that can score, pass, and handle the ball. You need players like Oubre and Otto to space out the floor so they can do damage and have room to take isolations and one-on-ones. Because when you get to the top of the NBA, the top 40, the top 50, those players you can't guard. And Bradley Beal, he's not a top 20 player, but he's a player that if he goes one-on-one with anybody damn near in the league, he's going to get his shot. And it's fun to have other players around you that can knock down shots like Otto, like Kelly, because if they can't guard you, you can always kick it out and trust your teammate because you done seen it in practice, you done seen it in the game, and you know that you can trust this guy if he's open to knock down mid-range or 3-point shots. And Kelly, he has been a little underutilized in Washington because they don't really ask him to do much but run in transition and shoot spot up corner and spot up top of the key threes. But the question is, how valuable is Kelly Oubre? Because they're in a position right now where, like I said, they paid their big 3, which is Otto, John, and Bradley, and now Oubre is mostly a bench player. Only reason why he's starting now is because Markieff Morris is injured, and when he comes back, Oubre goes back to the bench, which they do need because I don't really feel like the Washington Wizards have a good bench, and they're going to need somebody to come off and give them some scoring and a boost. And if they have to keep a starter on the court, they need somebody that can still fill up the score. And Oubre has showed that he can rebound. You know, for him to be a little undersized and only weigh 205, and he's supposed to be playing the power forward, that's very small and very fragile and very little. And how much money are you going to pay him? Because it's going to be at the point where now they couldn't get to extension, and now we're going to see if they're going to be able to retain him and restricting free agency. So that's why I made this video, because a lot of people are high on Oubre. He's a guy that has a lot of potential still, and he's about to only be 22 because his birthday December 9th, and he's going to be a 22-year-old where you can't really afford to keep him because he is a bench player, and if he's restricted and they can send him an offer sheet is what I'm saying. And if they give him the offer sheet, they can overpay him just because they know Washington cannot afford to keep him. And that's the question of the day, the talk of the day. Is Kelly Oubre worth the money? They drafted him they traded for him. They got him in as a top 15 pick. They let him play in summer league. They trusting him to start. They off to a 3-2 start. They should have won against Golden State. They should have beat the Lakers, but Bradley Beal blew them free throws. Otto Porter kept doing dumbass fouls, and that helped Lakers come back, and that helped them basically defeat themselves because they just couldn't make clutch shots. John Wall embarrassed himself in the fourth quarter, and Bradley Beal couldn't make the free throws that would have gave them the lead, and they would have went home with a W. But instead, now they're 3-2, and now we're trying to say, what can they do to stay competitive? Because it's going to get to the point where John Wall and Bradley Beal are going to get older. John Wall is already older than Bradley Beal. He's not old, though, and you gave him a 5-year deal. But what is the plan? Can you win with Kelly Oubre being your, fifth highest paid player underneath Marcin Gortat, Bradley Beal, and Otto Porter, and John Wall? Can you do that? No, I think you will have to let him go unless he agrees to like a $8 to $10 million deal. If he does that, I can see it because he can give you double-digit points off the bench just by playing within the system and playing off of these star players. He's going to get a lot of easy buckets because of that, and you're going to need that scoring punch off the bench, especially when you have a weak bench in general. So I can see why you would want to keep him because of the potential, because of his age, because he can be versatile, and because he causes mismatch problems because he is quick, he is fast, and he can be explosive when it's come to dunking and getting to the rim. And especially in transition, most fours cannot keep up with Kelly when it comes to transition. As soon as the rebound goes up, him and John Wall, they gone. Him and Otto, they gone. And that's good to get easy buckets when you need them, but he's not really showing you dominance. He stepped up so far in the first 5 games, shooting 45% from the field. That's a career high. He's shooting 43% from 3. I don't think that's misleading because he's almost taking 5 threes a game, and he's been making them consistently over the first 5 games. He's shooting 80% from the free throw, but he's not shooting that many. He's still giving you 6 rebounds, one offensive rebound. He's still giving you a block and a steal, and he's giving you double-digit points within those minutes. And his highest points he had this year was 19, and he had a lot of good games so far for what I see, 19, 14, and 14, and that's by him feeding off the playoff, feeding off Bradley Beal and John Wall and knocking down the corner threes and the mid-range shots and getting out in transition. You're not really asking the guy to do much, and you're not really looking for him to do much because you already have paid your big three. They do majority of the bulk of the scoring and consistently. So is Kelly Oubre worth $10 million? That's the question that I want my subscribers to answer going into free agency this year. Can you get somebody that can, like Bojan Bogdanovic, he had played good when he was with the Wizards, and he gave them some type of versatility, but they didn't even pay him. But he is older than Kelly, and Kelly, to me, has higher potential, honestly, but he might never reach it because he plays with the Wizards, and they don't really need him to be anything but a good bench player at that. So if you can get him for 6, 7, maybe 10 million, that might be a little too much, but he might warrant that. But I do see some teams giving him the $12 to $15 million range. And the thing now is, can he live up to that type of contract? Can Kelly be better than a 12-point scorer in the starting lineup? Can he be better than a player coming as a 6, 7 man off of a bench? Can he be better than what he is? We just haven't gave him the ball. Like I said, in Summer League, they let him shoot as many times he wants to. They let him create the shots, take shots, and honestly and truthfully, he shot a low percentage because he's not a great shooter at that time. But now he has got better. He has developed. So let me know, should a team offer Kelly the $12 to $15 million deal? Should the Wizards offer him 6 to 10 million? Is he worth the bid? Is he worth letting go? Is he worth because I know that they haven't came to an agreement, so he's going to become a restricted free agent. So would you offer Kelly Oubre a offer sheet? That's the question. And if it's over $10 million, should the Wizards pay Kelly Oubre $12 to $15 million to be a role player off the bench? It sounds stupid, it sounds crazy, but if you go look at a lot of teams like Allen Crabbe and stuff like that, Kelly Oubre can do maybe more than Allen Crabbe can do, and he got paid more than what Kelly might make, and Kelly is half his age almost, because he's 21, about to turn 22, and by the time his free agency, he'll still be 22 going into the next season. So he shows more potential. So how much money would you pay Kelly Oubre, and should you match the offer? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Click the link, and send you to my Facebook page. Click the link, and send you to my website. Sign up, become a user, and also like on Facebook to show support. Your boy Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, signing out. And I'm a fan of Kelly. I just want to know what y'all would do. And I know what I would do. I would pay him the $10 million if he get offered over that from another team. Just ain't much that I can say to. It's part of the business.